I felt like with PD Crack, Oskino, like it was like hot so fast and then it just stopped.
Because that's what I'm saying. They was out there running around with the thotty bodies. They forgot about the work, the body of work. Like, you got to go to the studio. Like, I think Chris said something on one of these interviews where he said they had an opportunity to go to the studio after a show, but they wanted to go party with Rihanna. So they didn't go to the studio with Jay.
I heard that.
Jay was
what
mad.
interview was that? I heard that.
That was young Chris. I don't know who he was talking to, but I can see that happening because it's been times with Jay like, yo, hey, they do this and whatever, and nobody show up. We be sitting there like, what happened?
You know, when we talk about Roc-A-Fella Records, we're talking about more than just a label. We're talking about a movement, a time when hip-hop felt larger than life, when loyalty, bars, and hunger meant everything. But somewhere along the way, that energy faded. The rock we all knew and loved didn't just fall off. It disappeared, quietly. No big blowout, no press release, just gone. And for years, fans were left wondering, what happened? Why didn't it ever come back? Was Jay-Z still at the top of the game? Why didn't we ever see a full Roc-A-Fella reunion? Well, Memphis Bleek just gave us a glimpse into what was really going on behind the scenes. And let me tell you, it's not what you think. There's a lot of talk in the industry about labels breaking up because of bad business, shady deals, or egos clashing. But this story is different. It's personal. It's about momentum. It's about people feeling like they made it before they actually did. And buried inside this conversation is a name that caught everybody off guard. Rihanna. Now I know what y'all are thinking. Rihanna wasn't even a part of the Roc-A-Fella era like that, right? But somehow, her name came up during a moment that says a lot about where things went wrong. This isn't a hit piece. This isn't gossip. This is about understanding how something so powerful could just vanish and how one small decision can change the course of hip-hop history. Stay locked in, because what Bleek said gives a rare look at the cracks that were forming inside of Roc-A-Fella Records long before the public saw it fall apart. And the truth, it might make you see some of your favorite artists and the game itself in a different light. Let's get into it.
But what about somebody we know?
All right, like, who didn't PD Crack?
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
I'm from Delaware, so we a lot of PD Crack.
Yeah, PD Crack. I feel like PD had a lot of gems. He just was in his own way. You know what I mean? A lot of our artists that happened to. Like, I feel like at Roc-A-Fella, when you came in, whether you had a record or not, you got a chain. You was in baseline every day. We all traveling the world. We on tour buses. We flying. So a lot of these guys felt successful before actually being successful. So they forgot to put the work in.
I felt like with PD Crack, Oskino, like it was like hot so fast and then it just stopped.
Because that's what I'm saying. They was out there running around with the thotty bodies. They forgot about the work, the body of work. Like, you got to go to the studio. Like, I think Chris said something on one of these interviews where he said they had an opportunity to go to the studio after a show, but they wanted to go party with Rihanna. So they didn't go to the studio with Jay.
I heard that.
Jay was
what
mad.
interview was that? I heard that.
That was young Chris. I don't know who he was talking to, but I can see that happening because it's been times with Jay like, yo, hey, they do this and whatever, and nobody show up. We be sitting there like, what happened?
You said what? Oh, that was you. Yeah, I'm saying that was y'all talking.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me. Forget, see?
That was y'all talking. I'm like, I remember hearing that conversation.
Yeah.
Do you feel like too at that point, because it was like now it's like once you get to like Chris and Neef and Oskino and PD Crack, there's so many different people involved versus when you're there, right? Jay-Z's like right there with you, like, no, put the blunt down, no, get in the studio.
I was only at the shows.
Okay.
He was never there in the studio. That's why I don't understand where the narrative came from that Jay wrote for me. That's why I can't wait till the Guru interview drop, Lenny S interview, because then they're going to really hear the stories on the work and how hard it was for us to even get them to acknowledge us. Because when Beans got his deal at Roc-A-Fella, man, I was the first artist. Everything was Memphis Bleek. When Beans came, it was ice cold for me. Everything was Beans. Even in my eyes, like they put us in the studio to even like try to test to see who we gonna rock with, and that's when we did Crew Love. You hear Beans rhyme on there. I knew like this guy's what I'm gonna do. I gotta step it up. So while the parade was running that way, Lenny was the only one who locked in with me, and we went and made Coming of Age album.
At the end of the day, this whole Roc-A-Fella situation isn't about blaming one person or pointing fingers. It's really just a reminder of how delicate success can be. You can have all the talent, all the connections, even the cosign from one of the greatest artists in history. But if the focus slips, if the grind gets replaced with comfort, then things fall apart fast. And I think that's what Memphis Bleek was trying to get across. It wasn't hate and it wasn't jealousy. It was just real talk. He was there. He saw it happen in real time. People got caught up in the lifestyle. They stopped showing up. They let moments pass that could have been life-changing. And once those opportunities are gone, they're gone for good. Now about Rihanna, I don't think she did anything wrong at all. She was just being who she is, a rising star, somebody with that aura, that energy. It's not her fault people chose to chase the party instead of the studio. She didn't destroy Roc-A-Fella. If anything, she just represented where the industry was headed. A shift from street to style, from hustle to brand, and she mastered that lane. I respect Memphis Bleek for speaking on this. A lot of people from that era stay quiet or only speak from a bitter place. But Bleek gave insight without tearing anybody down. And honestly, I think that's the way stories like this should be told. With honesty, but also with love. Because Roc-A-Fella gave us some of the most important moments in hip-hop history. It gave a lot of artists their shot. It built the culture. And even if the comeback never happened, the legacy is still solid. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.